Welcome to another edition of UnGlum Tribe. Once again, I'm Anthony.
And I am Blackhawk. And today we have for you is
These boots.
All right, this episode comes to you from a suggestion from one of the guys I was in service with, Pizzo. And I used to use these boots when I was talking to some of the new jacks. All right, when they would start complaining about this,
new jacks did it.
That, or whatever, I would say, you see these boots? Look at these boots. All right, these boots have more flight time than you have in your entire service in the Army. Once you get to the point of these boots, then you can start complaining. So yeah, that's what these boots used to do. Anyhow, we're gonna give you some factoids about the United States Army and some things that I found pretty interesting that I used to do that you guys may not know.
So grab your Altoids, rest your hemorrhoids, get ready for the factoids.
That's right. All right, the first one is stores in United States military bases do not use pennies, okay? And it's because they are too heavy and too cumbersome and not worth the time. So anytime you purchase something on a U.S. military base, it will be rounded up or rounded down to the nearest nickel.
Nickels. All right. Secondly, the most powerful gangs in the United States have presence in the United States military. Gangster Disciples, Crips, Bloods, 18th Street, Nortinos, Black Disciples, Serenos, Latin Kings, Vice Lords, African Nations, Aryan Brotherhood, and even the Ku Klux Klan has graffiti, which has been documented in Iraq.
That is a lot of gangsters infiltrating our military.
Holla!
Holla! All right, in 2010, the United States government purchased 1,760 PlayStation 3s. To make a supercomputer. They
named it the Whopper.
They did this because they said it was more cost effective than actually building a supercomputer in other ways.
Yes. And
cheers to you, PlayStation 3.
Yes, bully, Sony, bully. The United States Department of Defense, or the DoD, is the largest employer in the world at 3.2 million people. Yikes. Walmart is a distant number 3.
Yes, sir.
Just to give a little comparison there. I'm curious as to who number 2 is. We should have dug maybe a little deeper.
Maybe a little bit deeper. I don't know, but that's something I found and I thought that was interesting. So the next one is something I have done and I have used. All right.
Say it ain't so.
Yes, it is so. The United States Army and other services issues non-lubricated condoms to promote safe sex. However, it can also be used as an emergency canteen, which holds up to a liter of water. And yes, I have used a non-lubricated condom to put a liter of water in there because I had nothing else to put it in.
And I will never drink after you again.
Yeah, you know, that's what happens sometimes.
Oh, whew, okay. And also, the reason many U.S. Army helicopters are named after Native American tribes is because the first U.S. Air Force bases were located on Native reserves.
And that's why y'all call me Blackhawk.
Blackhawk!
Blackhawk! Because when I was in the service, I was Blackhawk crew chief, maintainer, FI, and then eventually SI. So I'm all about the Blackhawk, baby.
All about the Blackhawk?
yeah, that too. So up until Pearl Harbor, the shoulder patch used for the 45th Infantry Division was the swastika. Can you believe that? Yes, it actually was. The division's original shoulder sleeve patch was approved in August of 1924, featuring the swastika, a common Native American symbol, as a tribute to southwestern United States region, which had a large population of Native Americans. However, the rise of the Nazi Party in Germany with its infamous swastika symbol,
which it took actually from a cult origin, originating from a Roman Wiccan garrison. During Roman times.
Those dirty Nazis.
Dirty Nazis.
All right, but the 45th Infantry Division soon nixed that idea, and a design made by Woody Bigbo. All right.
Woody Bigbo, not Woody Bigbo.
Yeah, Woody Bigbo.
Not man. Woody Bigbo. Anybody but Woody Bigbo.
Well, he came out with something that is currently still used today.
What would he do?
He designed the current patch, which features the Thunderbird. So thank you, Woody Bigbo.
Woody Bigbo. All right. The Coast Guard, if you didn't know, is I love this one. I'm particularly fond of this one. I don't know why.
I
It is
don't know
actually
either.
smaller than the New York City Police Department. The Coast Guard,
That it is.
however, with their size being as minimal as it is by comparison to the New York City Police PD, they seize 169 pounds of marijuana, as well as 306 pounds of cocaine,
Man.
worth 9.589
Million.
Yeah, million. Yeah.
Billion?
No, million.
Trillion?
Million.
I don't know.
Gajillion? Just under $9.6 million every day.
Yes, so with the size of the U.S. Coast Guard, we thank you for taking $9.5 million worth of drugs away from American soil.
And off the streets.
All right. The United States Army
And the
was
high seas. And the low seas.
in the seas.
And the ebb and flow of the tide.
Ebb and flow. All right, so the United States Army was in charge of mapping the Louisiana Purchase. Many of you people probably have heard of the Lewis and Clark expedition.
I have.
Yes, I know. It's an interesting fact, isn't it? Well, here's another fact for you. That entire expedition was funded by the United States Army.
Tell me more.
I don't know anymore.
Okay. In 2008, finally, the Pentagon spent more money every 5 seconds.
5 seconds.
5 seconds. 5 seconds just passed right there. Spent more money every 5 seconds in Iraq than the average American makes in one fiscal year.
That is insane.
And when you consider the amount that was spent on 1,760 PlayStation 3s to build a supercomputer, it's really not all that surprising.
Yeah. Well, it's like you were saying earlier, some bigwigs probably sat down and said, you know what, let's get 1,750.
Let's make it 1760. Maybe we'll save a little extra.
All right, do it. Bam. 5 seconds.
5 seconds.
That's it. All right.
I know I can't afford 1,760 PlayStation 3s in a fiscal year.
No.
I don't think I could do that in a couple of years.
No, sir.
All right, but enough of my financial troubles. And
Well,
we thank you for tuning in to this special holiday, military holiday edition. Be sure to like,
comment,
share,
and subscribe.
and until next time, as always,
Stay on Glum, chums.